crossed the line. If there was a project glitter spell, her mom would be casting it. "I landed 3 hours ago. Wanted to surprise you." Surprise was one word that could apply to her mother's unexpected arrival, but not the one Leanne had in mind. "We've talked about this. Boundaries, remember? Popping in isn't—" "They're mango margaritas!" Her mom cut in. For this interruption, Leanne was missing the main point of the meeting she shouldn't have agreed to attend. "It's 2 in the afternoon." "It's booze o'clock somewhere." Leanne sighed. There was no point in trying to reason with Juniper Junie Vanderpol. She'd never get Junie to understand that Leanne had an actual career, not just a place where she showed up to occasionally earn cash to pay the rent. Junie preferred living as the spirit moved her. Leanne's middle name had been Moonbeam, though she'd legally dropped it down to a mysterious M when she reverted to her maiden name after her first marriage. People could do that free of charge during divorce proceedings. No separate name change decree required. "I'll be home around 5, she said. "I'll have a drink with you, then I'm going out. If you'd called ahead, you would know my coven's having a party tonight." "Sounds fun." The wistful tone came across crystal clear. Leanne knew her mother was angling for an invite, and she'd be damned if she added that much chaos to an occasion that already might blow sky high. Between Danica and Clem, the coven had as much tension as it could hold. They didn't need Junie adding her special brand of spontaneity to the mix. "I'm sure it will be," she said briskly. She swallowed the rest of her words. "You're my mother. We are not besties." That wasn't how Junie had raised Leanne, however. She had been 20 when she chose to get pregnant, 21 when she had Leanne. And she'd raised her as if they were friends who cohabitated. There were never any rules. Leanne ate cookies for breakfast, cereal for dinner, or whatever she could find. And there was always another handsome man promising Junie the sun and stars. More often than not, she'd believed them, and she had been married 6 times. Oddly, the one person Junie hadn't married was Leanne's father. Leanne had never met the man as far as she could recall, though there had been so many uncles that she was sick of the word. "See you later," Junie said, some of the brightness seeping out of her voice. Leanne cut the call, wishing she could siphon away the insidious guilt as easily. It was easy to tell that her mom was lonely, but it wasn't Leanne's fault that she'd lived like a nomad, never putting down roots. Unlike her mother, Leanne had chosen St. Clair after doing significant research on the place and finding a coven that fit her. She'd moved here intentionally after college, selected this as her home, and never regretted that decision. If Mom wanted to live in St. Clair, she could find a place here, but she couldn't burst into Leanne's life and expect everything to work out long-term. Quietly, she crept back into the meeting in time to hear the main point. Unfortunately, all eyes locked onto her as she returned to her chair. Lorraine Talbot, the director of the community center, seemed particularly perturbed that Leanne had ducked out. Lorraine frowned so hard that her eyebrows touched, her rust lipsticked mouth compressed in a firm line. The color didn't suit her even slightly, rendering her freckled complexion sallow. "We were under the impression the mayor's office takes our concerns seriously," she snapped, skewering Leanne with a gimlet stare. "Damn Deputy Mayor Dudley. I'm not even meant to be here. This day sucks." "We do. I'm truly sorry for the interruption. You have my full attention." She spent the next hour listening to valid agitation regarding budget cuts. As Director of Communications, Leanne shouldn't be dealing with any of this. Both Mayor Anderson and Deputy Mayor Dudley were prime examples of people failing upward.